Eden Cause here with Just Be, and we are about to take a spiritual boom. We are at an unprecedented time in human history where we are transitioning from 3D to 5D within the great spiritual awakening. This video and audio podcast is the place for you to find your truth beyond politics, your sovereignty, your voice. Let's kick up your vibration now. By the way, each episode ends with the Just Be practice to do just that. P.S. Just to know a little bit more about me, I'm a psychological empath, meditation master, dimensional healer, all the things to help you within this ascension. To learn more about me, visit me at edenjustbe.com. And let's get this party started. Oh my gosh, Eden with Spiritual Boom. Just Be Spiritual Boom. Let's call it for that. Eden with Just Be Spiritual Boom. I'm coming to you this morning. Got a little mug of a deliciousness right here. 1 cup is enough. Okay, if you're listening to this, I have this mug that says 1 cup is never enough. It sure is. Okay, let me take a sip real quick. This is not an official podcast, but I felt it was good to come to you today for multiple reasons. One of them is I just saw on someone's Facebook page, and I have never heard of this before, which makes complete sense, that 20% of the workforce is going to be leaving the drudgery workforce to go into more holistic healing, which is just incredible. And knowing that we're going through this ascension, and it completely makes sense. So I want to give a nod to that. Of course, that's what I do. And through this podcast, I've really made a dedication to myself to do whatever I need to do consistently to increase my vibration as well. So y'all know I have my facilitator that I've gone to for multiple years. So that's always consistent. And because of the podcast, I've gotten to meet some really incredible people. So I'm about to go to a float this morning, which is why I'm coming to you guys pretty raw. I've never done that before, so that'll be interesting. And I've made a list, and these are just some of the things that I've done. So Cynthia Clark, who was on the show, I did a palmistry session with her, which was really neat. I've never done anything like that before, and your hands are just remarkable, and your fingerprints. So Bjorn Waters, we did a quantum hypnosis session, which was awesome. Misty Flowers, just yesterday, I did a body talk session with her, which she incorporates that paradigm, but also Reiki and other things that she's learned, which is similar to me. So with Jay, who was on the show a while back, I did whale healing and cleansing. Remarkable. Oh, and Howard Richman, who was just on the show recently, did a sound portrait for me, which was incredible. So there are so many healing modalities out there, so many things that you can do to up yourself, to feel better, to heal yourself. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the podcast is going to be on this week, features my only regular reoccurring guest, so Pia and Cullen. And I wanted to go ahead and put this out there. So they talk about Pluto on January 21st, and it might not be on that exact day, but essentially there's going to be some breath in the world. And I feel this is really important because with me and with many of my clients right now, and especially with the holidays coming up, there is so much old stuff that is just creeping in. Stuff that you thought you had finished, stuff that you thought, some of it is kind of unbelievable. And you are getting this chance right now to do it differently. And I'm speaking from my own experience. It's not, how do I do this without going into too many details? So I ended up getting this physical thing that I used to have a lot, but I haven't had it in years. So it wasn't only how to work through the physicality of it, but also the emotions that come with it. So there have been some experiences that I've had, and a lot of them are really small, but I've changed my mindset, changed my reaction, and I'm getting rewards, if you want to call it that, right after these things happen. Like my body feels better, my mind feels better. And so just keep it up, especially during the holidays. I mean, that is with family, trigger about things. Also, I do want to throw this out there. I've had many people talk about holidays and experiencing that they have to be around a certain family member and they're going to rise above their negativity. What I would suggest is this isn't about rising above. This is about transmuting that. This is about, especially when you're using rising above, I'm just going to ignore it. How can you be in it? How can you change it? Is it by talking to that person, taking them aside and saying something? Is it about when they're in the moment of their tirade, coming up to them and giving them a little hug, or when they're in the moment of their bleh, going up to someone else and giving them a hug? I really want to encourage you guys overall how you can transmute and change negativity. Okay, knowing that on January 21st, and it's not, Pia and Cullen will talk about, it's not exactly on that day, and it's a process, but that around that period of time opens up some beautiful planetary, light coming to us, basically, basically giving all of us a pat on the back. And I want to express this too, that for those of you who are awake and aware, knowing that our holidays have been hijacked, that a lot of them aren't what they seem to be, yet going into all of them, disregarding some of that and going into it with love and with care. And I am getting ready to have probably one of the most heart connected holidays that I've had. And that is on purpose too. I at this point, which is really amazing, have created my family. So anyone who shows up with me on Christmas Day is someone that I've selected. Isn't that awesome? Let me cough for a second. I'll cough with that. And then I want to throw out there, I'm offering a class on January 27th, which is really close to the 21st. And I've never done anything like this. So I want to get it out there. And if it happens, if people come, that's cool. I will be doing it myself anyway. So I'm calling it a Galactic Human Ascension Meditation. I have my notes here. So Saturday, January 27th from 1 to 2:30 Eastern Time. I'm imagining that I'm going to use a lot of components that I've used for a long time in my life. So there will probably be 2 to 3 meditations. So I know within this class that ascended masters as well as galactic beings will be there because I've seen it already. So not only will they be assisting each person individually, but I will also be coming in when I'm guided to speak to individuals, to speak to the group, in terms of what I'm feeling with you, in terms of healing yourself, in terms of making your meditation deeper. So it'll be on Zoom. It'll be $45. And I know it's going to be dramatic. Light language may come into play, and typically with toning. And it's so funny. I've watched other people before. Oh, I'm going to do some light language, and I've never done it before, and it's really hard. And I'm like, okay, just do it. And now I'm like, okay, you need to do some. And I'm sitting here going, oh my God, it's a little uncomfortable. So I want to connect for a second, and hearing voices already to invite you in. So we'll do this very quickly. I said, sí, it's Jessica, Yisa, Nia, Yisa, Isa. Okay, and I'm going to do some expressions as well. Nisa, Yisa. It's a la kititina maketilaltisi lili. Sayaya, so si. So si. So that voice is encouraging you to come, even if you do it on your own. And at the time you sit and you meditate on your own and connect to this energy that is just going to be tangible. All right. I think that is it. I'm going to post this today, right now, and I hope you join us. That's it. Happy holidays to all of you guys. Keep that heart energy up and that love going. See ya next time. Bye. You are here. Awesome. Connect with me via Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Truth Social, and you might be watching this on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, or listening to it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any of the 19 audio directories. Please connect, comment, subscribe, like. Yum!